Do you have trouble, Susan?
Yeah, actually, there are many difficulties you will encounter when speaking English.
What's that?
I don't know you well. Maybe we can know it more later. And let's introduce another group. Is Group 7, and their topic is difficulties high school students encounter when speaking English.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Group 7, and the topic we bring forward to you today is difficulties to high school students face when speaking English. My name is Jerry.
I'm Joy.
I'm Ella.
And I'm Nina.
And this is our table of contents. Our presentation is divided into 5 parts.
First, let's look at the introduction. Our presentation aims to solve common issues we may encounter while trying to master English speaking. Especially, we are trying to find out the difficulties that high school students like us may encounter. We hope to provide some solutions, including websites, to help improve our English speaking. We hope those who are trying to speak English well can benefit from our presentation. For English speaking is an ability that you cannot do without in today's world.
Next, let's take a look at our methods. First, we specify difficulties high school students face when speaking English by conducting a survey. Next, we search online for tips and websites that can help us improve our spoken English.
And let's talk about our discussions. From this table, we can see our top 3 physical difficulties that high school students face are pronunciation, intonation, and expression. And inefficient expression and misused words and grammar, all these 3 lead to expressing problems. And from this table, we can see our top psychological difficulty is the lack of confidence. And these are our top 3 physical difficulties that we're going to discuss in our presentation. And however, the only psychological difficulty that we're going to discuss is confidence.
And this chart shows how we have assessed the websites we found. By taking their functionality and accessibility into consideration, we've chosen the top 3 as our recommended websites. And the reason why we have crossed MyET off the list is because it is not free of charge.
First of all, the problem that we may commonly encounter when speaking English is it's not unable to speak English correctly. And it's quite a disadvantage when speaking English because it tends to make your sentences incomprehensible. And this is how we've got our top 3 solutions, by finding the ones that are most commonly used. In order to overcome this difficulty, we suggest 3 methods. One of the tips that is commonly provided is to learn the sounds that are most commonly used in an English conversation. Second, you can try to listen to the correct pronunciation from educational media or electronic dictionaries and repeat or imitate what you heard. And these 2 websites, BBC Learning English and the Leo Network, can help to put these 2 tips into practice. And the last is to try to recognize stress patterns in English, and they can easily be found on the internet by Googling stress patterns in English. So let's take a look at some video clips. However, due to time limits, we're only going to show you some of them throughout our presentation. First, we would like to introduce Leo. Leo stands for Learning English Online, and it is a very useful website that helps us boost our English ability. If you want to improve our pronunciation, go ahead and enter the English pronunciation, where you can find quite a few choices. And the ones that are helpful to our pronunciation skills are on the bottom. And in this part, you can find practices like tongue twisters and pronunciation puns. And here are quite a few audios that you can read along with us to enhance your pronunciation skills when raising difficult sentences. And in the other part, you can find audios and tips below helping you pronounce and practice basic pronunciation. So it is in fact a really helpful website to those who want to have a good start in English pronunciation. By entering BBC Learning English website, you can find several practices to improve your spoken English, and these are the screenshots of them. So let's take a look at the video that shows how the website works. If you want to improve your pronunciation, then we recommend BBC Learning English website to you. Once you enter the website, you can see different choices on your left. In this case, the grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation will be suitable for us. After entering it, the pronunciation tabs below will be the best choice. And the sound of English on your right gives you practices to help distinguish similar sounds. Then choose the ones you want to enhance. And here are some practices that come with audios for you to listen and repeat.
Sock. Coat.
As you can see, these are the differences between the similar sounds. And the second part, featured of English, includes 4 parts, with featuring different practices and content, such as the introduction of schwa. It's like the weak, unstressed sound that occurs in many words. And here are some exercises for you to practice what you've learned. So this is a suitable website for those who are looking for something more advanced.
Another problem that high school students face when speaking English is expression. Expression is to speak out what's in our mind, and it's so important that if we struggle to express our ideas, then it will also be a challenge for the listeners. In this case, we provide you with some methods to improve your expression. And this is how we got our methods. First, pay more attention to common uses. And through BBC Learning English website's help, we can know many common uses that are suitable for many different situations. And common uses are words such as expressing, idioms, and phrases that frequently appear in our daily conversations. Instead of using very difficult vocabularies, common uses allow others to have a better understanding in what we're trying to say. So the more common uses we apply in our daily conversations, the better chance we can make ourselves understood. And the following method requires our own practice. First, substitute the word missing. Since it's a common problem that when we are talking, we may be missing a word for a certain meaning. So when this situation occurs, we can change the way of saying it instead of keeping thinking about that word. And next, we can retell a content in our own words. You may wonder how this method is going to help us with our expression. Well, experimenting with words by retelling a content in our own words not only helps us increase our organizing ability, but it also allows us to pick up more vocabularies on the way. And here are some screenshots of BBC Learning English website.
And the next is intonation. Now, intonation is another extremely important element of English because it allows you to express your emotions without describing them directly. For example, your anger, your jealousy. These are the emotions that you might just not want to speak out directly. So through correct intonation, you will be able to express yourself without saying out directly. And you will be able to show your listeners how serious, how intended you are, and be a lot more confident and convincing while you're speaking. And this table shows how we have found our top 3 suggested solutions. But the first being to record and listen to your own voice. Because by doing so, you will be able to perceive your own speech as a listener and see how listeners are going to react to your speech and if you can feel your own emotion within your own spoken words. And the next is to sing along songs or speak along movie lines, TV shows, because that allows you to feel how native speakers feel, to feel what they feel, and to imitate the way how they express their emotions through intonation in their daily lives or their songs, just like us, singing songs or using Chinese in our daily lives. And these 2 websites are really helpful in putting those 2 tips in practice. One is VoiceTube and the other is the Leo Network. Now what's so special about VoiceTube is that it also comes on the App Store and Google Play. And the last tip requires your own effort to put it into practice, which is to try to make yourself feel relaxed when you're speaking English. Because when we're speaking an unfamiliar language, we often put too much emphasis on our pronunciation or our vocabularies and our grammar, that our minds are just too busy to think about emotions. So try to speak as freely as possible, and you will be able to feel more instead of think. And let's take a look at some screenshots showing what VoiceTube looks like. And another great feature of VoiceTube is that it provides a daily challenge that allows you to not only record and listen to your own voice, but also post them online for professional assessments and allow other users to comment on it. So let's take a look at a short video that shows you how it works.
Here's another special function, and that is VoiceTube Daily Oral Challenge. Every day, VoiceTube provides a short video clip and gives a few hints on how to say those lines more naturally and smoothly. You can record them and post your recording on the website.
Particularly known for its seafood. They've also done quite a bit with the signage here, and there's English signs on every stall.
Then someone will score your recording and others can give comments on it. Similarly, you can listen to others' recording and give your own comments. By doing so, you can learn the intonation.
And another great website is the Leo Network, which provides you with several coaching lessons that can help you improve your English intonation.
Confidence is a psychological problem that most of the high school students face when speaking English. And it's so serious since it can cause several defects such as being unable to engage in real conversations and having a decrease in learning ability. To regain our confidence, we can set a goal to accomplish. Because according to Albert Bandura's social cognitive theory, through inactive learning, by setting and achieving goals, we will gain a sense of accomplishment and we will have a confidence that we can do it, thus increase our self-efficacy, which is one's belief in one's own ability to do something. And the next thing we can do is to join an English club or a conversation group. And again, according to social cognitive theory, through vicarious learning, we will believe that we can do something and we will have a confidence, and thus we will believe that we can do it when we see someone at our level is capable of doing it. Though these two websites don't seem much, but they are really helpful ways to improve our confidence. And now let us show you the videos we recorded beforehand to show you this website work.
Speaking of confidence, enter the Leo Network as previously mentioned and find just the thing you need. And what we need now is just right under the English pronunciation, a choice marked as English Chat. I believe that for most of us, joining an English club or a conversation group is not as easy as it sounds. So this website actually provides you with a live chat service. And in this part, you can choose to enjoy an actual live chat. Or if you get nervous talking to real people, you can try to talk to Alice, which is an animated video, so you can talk freely with her.
Hello, I'm a bot, not a human, so type things in full, and make sure you spell everything correctly.
So this website is actually a great time and money saver for those who are looking for an English club.
However, if the above methods we provided for you don't meet your satisfaction to improve your spoken English, then you can go to Leo Network, which provides you with more tips to improve your speaking ability.
And finally, it comes down to our conclusion. Now, we have provided you with 11 tips and 3 websites so far, and with them combined, they will be able to help you make a difference in your spoken English. They will be able to help you improve your English speaking greatly. And that concludes our presentation today. These are our references. Thank you for your attention.